So I got this crazy email here from WIX. It's crazy. I don't think a company should be able to do this. They already have our business license. They have our IN number for federal tax ID. They have our, everything you need, driver's license copies. That's how we had to set up our WIX account to get payment. We even have a WIX register with the screen and all that good stuff. I've shown that. I don't understand how they can get away with saying, hey, we're going to not give you any of your payouts because of unusual activity. What? Because somebody bought a $150 helmet? Because somebody came in and bought a $175 skid plate? That's before tax. And, somebody bought a bag of peanuts. A lady came in from Iowa, a fan of the channel, and a motorcycle rider, and she bought some X2D goggles and some trail snacks and what have you. That's fishy. I bought these Ace Beam 4000 lumen lights that you can put on your helmet, and I'm selling those for like $98 plus tax, and depending on their shipping and the few I had to ship. Is that suspicious? What is suspicious, WIX? And they want all this stuff. We want a description of your business. But you can look at our website and see what we do. We sell parts, accessories, gear, and really that's what goes through WIX. We don't do the motorcycle rentals through WIX. That's through Riders Share, and the electric stuff is through Friends with A. It has nothing to do with WIX. So, hey, all we do is sell motorcycle gear, parts, accessories. I don't understand. But then they want a government issued document showing your business registration. If you have a WIX Payments business account, company or corporate registration, official tax documents, or articles of incorporation. Well, we're a new business, so we don't really have, I guess we technically were open last year, but not as a location, so we could provide those. But why do they need our tax documents? Why? You're a website that processes payments. You're a payment processor. Why, WIX, would you effing need this? You don't. And it says, if you have a WIX Payments individual account, document showing you are a sole proprietor, well, it's the business partner and I. Proof of delivery of a product service you've provided, such as proof of shipping or an email with a download link. I don't even know what that means with a download link. A download link to what? So I did a snippet of we go through Shippo. We've only mailed 3 things. So there you go. There's our Shippo stuff. And it says you can still accept payments from your customers, but your payouts will remain on hold until we verify your information. Please ensure that you follow these guidelines to send clear and legible documents for verification. Need more than 7 days or have questions? Get in touch with them. How can they legally keep your money? I don't think legally they can. I think if they want to close out and say, we're not going to do business with you, that's fine. But I don't think legally they can hold your money. So WIX, that's what I think of you right now, because this is ridiculous. You shouldn't have the right to withhold somebody. Just to set up our whole thing, we had to provide you all these documents. I see an email had just come in saying you have a new response from the WIX team. Let's see what that is. Thank you for replying to WIX customer care. I hope you are having a great week. By the way, I should point out, I provided our sales tax license. I provided our business license from the town of Monument. I provided the sheet from the IRS for our IN number. I provided my driver's license. I provided the screenshot of the Shippo. So let's see what this says. I hope you are having a great week. No, I'm not. I know this is important as a business owner, since you want to ensure the acceptance of payments online and payouts to your bank account from the website, A&MMotoToys.com. Thank you for your cooperation, Mark. I already sent the information to the relevant team. As soon as we have an update regarding the verification, we will contact you through email to my email address at A&M Moto Toys, which if you want to contact me, it's contacts@AMMototoys.com. If you have further questions, please reply to this email. We are 24/7 here, happy to assist you. Well, Sarah, it seems like WIX is not happy to assist, because why would I have to go through all this again? What activity was so suspicious as a business starting out? Yeah, we had a little bit of money because we just got WIX, and then we had a couple $1,000s, and now we're up to like $4,000 or so. You know, I'd have to look back in our spreadsheet, but we are growing, and that's how it should be, because we have rent, we have lights, we have internet, we have a bunch of bills like you would with any business. But you know, WIX seems like it's their duty, because suspicious activity. Why don't you give that suspicious activity to the police, FBI, IRS, if you think there's something suspicious? Who are you to stop? Somebody's gonna be like, but Mark, you know, there are laws on the books that they should, maybe there are, but they haven't quoted any laws like under section blah, 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 the federal statute of blah, 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 that we have to do this. No, they just said, hey, it's suspicious activity, so we want all these documents. And well, she didn't come back and say, need more documents. We just sent it on to somebody else. I don't understand. I also provided a link to like me doing, it's like we are a real retail location. So what type of fraud happens in a real retail location? I know there's sketchy shit that can happen. I mean, we got a nail salon by us that has 0 customers. I might see one person in there every few days, but they drive a McLaren. I don't know. And then one of their cars, a Tesla, has like California plates. I'm just saying, there are sketchy businesses, but what's that got to do with a payment processor? The reason why we went with WIX, because I know a lot of people will say, Mark, why would you go with WIX? You know, it's not that professional of a site, blah, blah, blah. What we liked about it, because I don't want to do any hard coding of HTML. I just don't want to do that. I've done that in the past as an IT guy. I don't want to do that. It's already a lot of time spent with using, you know, their templates and stuff. What we like though is the integration with a POS system. So the register, we can handle money. We can handle credit cards, Apple Pay, I think Google Pay and all that. We can handle that through their system, and the inventory is updated from in-store to online. So we don't have to manually once a week go through and be like, oh, you know, we sold these 4 helmets, we have to take off these 4 from online. You know, we're not really an online seller per se, but I believe every business should have an online presence. And it just makes it easy if somebody wants to buy one of those helmet lights that I can send them the link, they can buy it, and if they want to pick up, they can select pick up in store, or if they want it shipped, then it's just a lot easier. It's a lot easier. So that's why we went with WIX versus Square. Square was goofy, and I didn't like because we had Weebly, and I don't. Weebly and Square, it just wasn't working really well. It was a lot cheaper than WIX, because WIX, I think, is like, their sale price was like $900 for the year for the website. We'll see how good that is. But yeah, down the road, we might want to go ahead and do something different, something that is not through, you know, Square or Weebly or Shopify or what have you. But this is how we're handling it for now. And yeah, I'm not 100% happy with how WIX puts things in the little boxes to buy and scroll bars. I would like to just make a freaking page like, these are helmets, and just, here's the helmets. And then I could do a layout. Maybe I can do that, and I just haven't figured out the setting in WIX, because there's so many different settings. I mean, the shipping was complicated enough to figure out, but I did get that figured out in a way that somewhat makes sense right now. You know, if you click on an e-bike and you're like, wait, $800 for shipping, it's because we don't want to ship. But you know, WIX for some reason thinks if you sell stuff that you're also always going to want to ship it and mail it on WIX. Well, no, we don't. We we 100% do not want to ship an e-bike. So that's why I put it so high, so discourage anyone from doing that. I suppose if somebody actually selects and wants to do that for $800, hey, okay, well, we'll figure it out, but we'll probably just decline the thing or contact them and say, you know, this is really in store only. We're not expecting you to actually buy and have it shipped. So there are things we just can't ship. Some of the skid plates are too long, so it's like 60, 70 bucks to send one of those because it has the linkage. Now, it's much more reasonable for one that doesn't have the linkage. I could probably package that up and it'd probably be like 25 bucks. Okay, that's reasonable. Somebody might pay 25 bucks to have that shipped. But 70? No, they're not going to want to do that. Now, if we start charging to where it's the same price as getting it from Estonia, yeah, you might do that. You might pay. But then again, we could build that into the cost. But then again, you know, we're trying to go with giving you a deal and we can move product, and that looks good in the long run for if you want to do like a SBA loan, right? Because they're going to look at stuff and they're going to be like, wow, you ran through $100,000. You know, maybe we only made 20, 15, you know, but we reinvested that in the business, but we ran through a large sum of money. Well, hopefully it's even more than $100,000. That's why the deals. We want to do deals. So if you come in here and see me, I can make things happen probably on most things. Now, there are some crazy people that think, you know, hey, these ratchet straps, you know, they cost us, say, 25 bucks, and then I get an offer for like 20. It's like, what are you smoking? This ain't a garage sale, man. They're new in package, we're a store, and by the way, you're also paying tax if you come in. I give you, I didn't realize that when they see my Facebook post. So you do get crazy people. Well, WIX, I don't understand. I do not understand what you're thinking that you're going to shut down us from receiving payments. I don't even want somebody to come in here and use their card now because what, you're not going to pay us until you determine that it's okay to pay us? What the fuck? What type of setup is that? So that has me now saying, you know, if they don't resolve this in a speedy fashion, we're probably going to have to look at ditching, which I spent so many hours. I spent a couple months slowly setting up the site and doing things and designing things, plus the register and what have you. If we have to go and file small claims here in our court, we will, and we're going to ask for the maximum amount. I think that's $10,000. I would have to look what the small claims. I believe it's $10,000 you can request. I would go for the full amount because we have a lot of man hours in building the website, in setting up everything, getting the business going, and now you're withholding our payments, which means we need to pay for electricity and this and that. What is wrong with you, WIX? I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't think it's the business of these websites like WIX to shut you down. Oh, well, suspicious activity. What? Because we sold a freaking helmet? Because we sold a skid plate? Goggles? I mean, it's not like we were selling, say, $3,000 worth of items, and all of a sudden, within 1 month, we're selling $50, $60, $80, $100,000 just got ran through. Now, that would look suspicious. I agree. But then again, I still don't think it would be your right to say, well, we're going to shut you down. I think what you would do as a business, you might tip off like the IRS, FBI, I don't know, local authorities and say, wow, this is what occurred. You want to check these guys out and leave it up to them. Why do you care? You're making money per transaction, so you're still going to take your cut, but you're going to hold our money? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. We've made you hundreds and hundreds of dollars through the transaction fees already, and you're going to still let us sell stuff, still take the money, but we're going to hold it because suspicious activity. How is it suspicious? We're a real retail location, WIX. Like I told you, like why I gave you YouTube and said I'm a YouTube content creator, and I gave you the last update video on the space. Because we're a real place. We have a sign. We've spent $5,000 on a sign for the front of our building. We're spending like $3,000 or $3,500 probably after the fees for this space. Mind blown that you would think somehow this is a scam, this is an at-home business or something. That maybe I could even see too. You'd be concerned with. But then again, it goes back to, wouldn't you just go report that to the proper authorities? Like, we think something's going on. What is the business of yours, WIX, to, what, crack down? To police things? That's not your business. You simply provide a place to host a website, a store, and a point-of-sale system. Believe me, if I had to go to court on this, I'm going to ask for the maximum because we have so many man hours and we have equipment that we can't use. Because if we have to change things, man, you're just driving small business under with these type of tactics. Don't we want small business to thrive, to grow, to expand? Because small business, after all, does more for the local economies than large businesses typically. Our country is made on small business. I provide a good and service. We have had no complaints. I don't know what to say. I just think WIX are smoking crack there. So people, be careful with WIX. Be careful with these new sites. Maybe we just really need an old-fashioned register, a merchant payment processor account, that's all they do, and then set up a separate business, and then that way that is separate on the website side of things and not through one of the big ones. Just go through a smaller one that doesn't really give a shit. Here's my business documents if they require that from the get-go, and then that's it. We've already provided all this initially to WIX. Now they want all this stuff again. I don't understand. So anyways, just a warning for you all out there. If you're looking to use WIX, you might want to think again. I thought we had a good thing going, but maybe not. Maybe not. So catch you later. Have a good one.